Alright guys, we got a little bit more information about Blade SP and Adventurine SP's kits. So yeah, let's look into it I guess. Also a little bit more information about Himeko's possible team that's going to be releasing on 4.4 I guess. Also if you're new, leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, that will make my day. Also, like always, these are leaks, they're subject to change, so always take them with a grain of salt, okay? Okay, now let's start with Blade's early kit info. Blade's mechanics are similar to Cyrene. When he uses his ultimate for the first time, he transforms and changes into a formal outfit. He also has a second ultimate. His overall strength is very high and the visual effects look amazing. Blades take up a large portion of Fua team's power budget and most of the follow-up team's strength in the concentrated on him. So if you're a follow-up main or if you want to invest in follow-up for the future, looks like Blade SP is going to be a really must-have pull. If you don't care about follow-up, well, you can just skip him and don't care about him. Also, looks like he has a mechanic similar to Cyrene with double ultimate and he has pretty crazy visuals, looks like. So that's pretty nice. You know, we all love Blade. I love Blade a lot. Hopefully, you know, I get lucky on the anniversary and maybe save enough to pull him, even though I don't care about follow-up too much. I just want to collect the still round hunters, okay? Now for Adventurine, as we know, I talked about Adventurine's paths and kit a little bit on last video. He's going to be an Elation unit that's going to be focusing mainly on follow-up. So he's going to do follow-up damage as an Elation unit. Also, he can advance action of himself, aha instance, and trigger follow-up. Pretty cool. However, Adventurine cannot be paired freely with other Elation units. The team is forced to include only one Elation character, that being Adventurine SP himself. So it looks like he has anti-synergy with other Elation units like Yaguang, Sparksea, and the other DPSs. So he looks like he's going to be the only Elation unit in the team and he needs others to buff him like Ashvale, Blade SP, and maybe even Danny or normal Adventurine himself for him to work. Also, looks like he has some sort of gimmicks to make aha instant, action advance aha instant, and himself. So looks like a pretty strong kid, but again, these are early info, so yeah. His mechanics are also similar to Evernight. His teammate stacks buffs on him and then he deals the damage. So it looks like he works similar to Evernight, even though I don't know what Evernight does. I'm gonna be honest, I still don't know what the hell Evernight does because all I know is he does a lot of damage. Even though I don't own him. Okay, now for Nihilix. Nihilix's kit is similar to Cyrene. That's all we know. Okay, looks like she has some gimmick with Cyrene. I don't want to talk too much into it because she's like one of the last units we'll get in 4.5, so I'm not going to talk too much about Nihilix, but her kit is similar to Cyrene. That's all we know. Now for SP Himeko team. Now this team is only gonna be good on the release. After that, she will get other teammates. So on release, SP Himeko's strongest team is gonna be SP Himeko herself, Weltiang, Danhang PT, and Sunday. It's gonna be Nova Flare Sunday. If he does get Nova Flare, he should get Nova Flare on that same patch, by the way. So looks like a pretty solid team, especially if you're on Sunday. And Danhang and Wealth is technically free. You can get them free almost. A pretty solid team in my opinion. But unfortunately, Sunday will get replaced in the future by Robin SP. And Wealth is not a best in slot teammate for Himeko SP. It's like he's like a placeholder till the unit drops. He's just there until the real guy drops in, or girl. It's probably gonna be a woman because he's Honkai Star. The male to female ratio is pretty high. Or maybe even Rin, who knows, I don't know. Sadly, so Wealth and Himeko is only going to be a thing for one patch and after that they'll probably get separated by somebody else. So sad, but it is what it is, I guess. So that's all the information that I know of, Blade SP and Adventure SP and Himeko XP. We are getting a lot of SPs, by the way, for the next, I don't know, 4 patches in a row. We're only going to get SP units. So I'm a little bit disappointed, but hey-ho, it is what it is, I guess. They just want to sell some old characters and bring them to relevance again, so I'm okay with it. At least we get to see them in their stories more. So hey ho, Robin SP is coming, kind of excited. So yeah, have a great day guys. That's all for today, and again, like always, take these informations with a grain of salt because they are leaks. Bye, have a great day, love you all.